So next up we've got Alex, who's going to tell us about fives and Unity.
Topple over.
So it turns out Betty actually is a very good public speaker. I'm the real deal as not being a good public speaker. Thanks Betty and Adam for putting on the awards tonight. I know how much work you've been putting into this. Thanks to the committee for supporting the expansion of fives, first to a all-season offering for the first time last year, and this week for the first time a two-pitch offering at Nine Elms as well. For those who don't know Five-a-Side, it's a wonderful event. I have to say thank you to Alexis, who is there with his spreadsheets every week. I have to say thank you to Quacky, who basically makes sure that every team, as we'll come on to later, is basically equal levels of footballing experience, so it's almost impossible for someone to win all their games. And thank you very much to all the players for participating in the weekly sign-up window, including Joe, who literally had to sign up on WhatsApp while standing next to me at the football game. We returned to Elephant earlier this year, 18 months after Quacky did our last session with famous words saying, "That was great, let's come back next week." We went into a 3-month lockdown and never ever returned. Elephant's a great venue. Because of the lack of air conditioning, however, you work up a sweat just by being there, so you don't need to run, which is great for us as well. And the main warm-up otherwise is trying to get the badminton players off the court and sweeping up after them. The shuttlecocks give off an unprecedented amount of feathers. Killian's laughing because he knows it's true. We're now at Nine Elms, a brilliant venue. We're hoping for a repeat of what we call the Miracle of Five-a-Side, which was 26 weeks on a rooftop with no rain, including rain until precisely 8 o'clock, and then it stopped. So that was fantastic. Fives has grown from 2 or 3 teams about a year and a half ago to a position where we had 38 sign-ups last week. I had to spend about an hour and a half just working out how to rotate people in a fair manner. We've got 50 members. I looked at our last list of players from this week. 2/3 of them have joined the club in the last year. Great group of people, really fantastic group of people. Round of applause to you here. The main problem we have with Fives is it's just such a lovely group of people that everyone who comes wants to stay, and so it's just growing exponentially. Just to give a shout out to some of our characters, we've now got a pop star in our midst. A voiceover artist who lives on a boat, and James D, who I am reliably informed, James correct me if I'm wrong, owns 25% of the drones in commercial use in the UK. Is that correct or not? Thanks also to everyone else who makes it what it is. Martinho, who's been washing the kits all year, and Ashley, great to have a legend who founded the club 30 years ago with us every week. On to the awards. So, the Grand Slam Award. I said I'd come back to what this actually means. So it's so hard to be on the winning team because every team has, through from a very experienced player down to or through to a beginner player. So in the last year, there's only been 3 sessions where a team has actually won all their games. So we decided to make an award out of this. And the winner is actually, proving the point, someone who hadn't played football at all before joining a year ago, but has been on each of these 3 famous teams, which gets their photo as the WhatsApp group item until the next winning group comes along. He was referred to us by a legend of the club, Youssef, who I'm sure we can give a round of applause to Saudi Arabia, where he is now. He celebrated his 30th birthday with a stunning goal on Thursday. He's one of the nicest people you could ever wish to meet. And we're looking forward to giving him his award. The winner of the Grand Slam award is Mahmoud. Mahmoud is not here, Eric, I'm sorry. That's where the 5 players are, so they're going to relay it to him emotionally. Right, Player of the Year. So, I'm told you're not meant to give away the winner immediately, so what I can say is this player has kicked a ball more than once in the last year. He walked into the club at the end of a second lockdown, having not played football since he was substantially less tall than he is today. Despite being a beginner, he's played with real class in 5s and 11-a-side, with the 3rd highest tournament win percentage. I've got to mention Alexis's spreadsheet or I will get in trouble, of any 5s player in our Elephant season. And he's just a great guy, great shot, technically strong, tenacious, fast. You would never guess that it's his first year at the 5-a-side. He's at the heart of the social side of the team. He's at the pub session where we get 20 to 25 people every week. Leads everyone to heaven, where I'm told he's just as popular as he is at Stonewall. Without giving it away, it's not Eric. Without giving it away, he's also a Shakespearean improvisation actor. And we ask him to accept this award using purely the language in use at the time. The winner is Joe P. Would you like to say anything? No. That was not even a use of Shakespeare. Yeah. Right, now we're on to the most improved player.
In the club.
Okay, this player introduced themselves as a relative of a legendary member of the club, like Joe at the end of the last lockdown. When he first attended a 5 session, he played so long he couldn't even remember what a football looked like. But he quickly became a mainstay, put in impressive performances, and has continued to support the 5-a-side event throughout. On joining, he said it would probably take him a long time to find his feet again. Within 2 months, he was ploughed into the Unity team, helping us to the best defensive record of last season's Spring League, and has remained a regular this season, whilst also getting the chance to play for the seconds. He takes his art very seriously and uses both private coaching and non-Stonewall games to hone his skills. His passion is there for all to see, most obviously in how hard he worked to recover quickly from a broken rib at the start of the season, but also the fact that having stayed in my spare room that night, having been told he'd wake up in it. I'm going to do a Jeremy Corbyn. Let me finish. Having been told he'd wake up in excruciating pain and unable to move, he actually recovered to come to warm up our emergency replacement goalkeeper that day, Lucas, who kept a clean sheet, and a round of applause to Lucas for that as well. The manager's discussion flagged various areas of advancement in all the core areas, including ability to influence games and all the other goalkeeping skills, catching, vocality, distribution, tenacity, the full works. The good news for this player is that much of the groundwork is now very well laid, and we've discussed some really easy wins that will take his performances to yet another level. In giving this award, I'm sure we also want to thank him for his work elsewhere in the club, be it behind the scenes or with the Women and Non-Binary team at training. I offer my very warm congratulations to Ziad.
Who still owes their membership? What happened to Alex's?
I actually signed a non-disclosure agreement. Yeah, thank you.